I'm trying to do him a favor. Well, I'm going to spend his money. Cash.
Like to try that too.
Right now, ATM, withdraw, cash money, we're out of here. What's going on, everybody? It's the Bourbon Hunter. I'm in Kentucky. And we are in Louisville, as I said it right. Checking out Cheers. We are going to stop at 4 stops today on our way to Woodford. We were at Old Forester yesterday, picked an incredible single barrel from them coming out later this year. So check that out on Patreon and Discord. Let's go inside Cheers and see what they got today. It's a pretty impressive bourbon selection. Oh, it's over here too, wow. Okay. You know, this was a mention from a subscriber. He said, you gotta come check out Cheers. I see why. This is a impressive selection. And I have, just so you know, I have one spot left in the luggage. I only have one bottle spot because I can't fly with more than 5 in each bag. So I have one spot left. We've had an excellent trip, but there's quite a few things here I want to point out. I think it's called Balbora. I did try it at a liquor store / oh my gosh, look at all these Peerless. Cognac barrel, toasted, double oak rye, high rye, single barrels, and then the toasted rye. That's really cool. I love Peerless. So Evergreen Liquor downtown Louisville has amazing pours for amazing prices. It was like $8-9 to try this, another $8 or $9 to try this, and I tried both of these. I will say the toasted is significantly better than the cognac barrel finish, in my opinion. I liked it a lot more. This soft red wheat's a Missouri bourbon, so we're gonna stay away from that today, but these are really good products. If you haven't tried these, you need to, especially one of these two. Larkin, Kentucky Straight, single barrel bourbon, 118 proof, aged 8 years, $103, okay. And where's it made? Distilled in Kentucky and hand bottled by Larkin Bourbon Company in Lawrenceburg. Interesting. Has anybody had Larkin before with this little donkey on it? Or is that a kangaroo? That's a kangaroo.
Hey, look how tall he is.
I wonder if anybody's had that. So you got a high wheat rye, which that sounds really interesting. And this looks like it may be a single barrel select 8 year, $104. Yeah, let me know about this because I've never seen that before. It's definitely not distributed where I'm from. We got to be very selective though. Jepta Creek, that's a new one. This was in Georgia last time I saw it, but I did not see an age-stated 6-year-old wheated bourbon. That's nice. And this is from Kentucky, born and raised. See, the 93 proof's what kills me. The New Yorker full proof, Umbrana cask finish. Yeah, I'm out on that. The Workhorse Holiday Toast. So, look at this, 9-year, 100 proof. The Hold Up, $106. I've heard a lot of really good things from Lucky 7. Unfortunately, I was not able to get a sample of a single barrel that I saw last night. I need to try it before I buy it. They're right in that pocket of being pricey enough at $70 to where you gotta try it before you buy it. Looking over here at the Buzzard's Roost, which, big MGP fan, big Buzzard's Roost fan. Toasted French oak, sounds really good. And look at that, $85. Now it's not age stated and it's 100 proof, so may or may not be worth it at that price. They got some other things though. Look at that, straight bourbon whiskey, collaboration, 105. What is significant about this? I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. Oh yes, ma'am. I'd love to. Thank you. Old Bardstown, only sold, at least from what I know, around Kentucky. Bourbon, killer product. Killer product. I have had this before, and for $21.99, I don't know if you can get much better than that for that price point. That is good. Ancient age, any ancient age? No. A lot of people are looking for the ancient age. They got a Russell single barrel pick from Wild Turkey. Check that out. 110 proof, 9 years. Nice. 4.4, not too bad. Wild Indian, interesting. I love a good Russell's pick. $84.99. That's a very standard price for these. Very standard. Those are great. If you haven't had those, most of the time, right on the money. Now, she mentioned there's some stuff behind the counter. Let's go see how much cool stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, look how cheap these are. One bottle is 74. If you get two, it's 69. This is the extra old too. So 93 proof, extra old. These are relatively rare. They sell out pretty quickly, and that's actually really cool. Extra old. So finished in a custom-made heavy charred barrel for 7 to 9 months. This extra old batch for 18 months. So pretty much double the normal age. That's crazy. That's crazy. The what? This Bowie knife? That's not a knife. This is a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
That's probably not even bourbon. Oh, it is. Premier Edition bourbon. Look at that color. Dude, could we bring this on an airplane? I hope the TSA isn't watching. Let's see. Distilled in Indiana. If you want some freaking MGP juice that comes out of a knife, that's your knife. Widow Jane the Vault. Look at that. $2.79? Wow. They got a bunch of store picks here, Steven.
Got some bookers over there too.
They got a bunch of store picks. Oh, do they? Which little book is this? Oh, that's the Infinite. Oh, that's a really good one. That's pretty much MSRP too. I had this, dude. It was so good. These little books are amazing. Oh man, I cannot buy something at the first stop, or I'll be in trouble because I'm gonna have to bourbon hunt the rest of the day and not get anything else. RD1 single barrel Joe O's, finished in Brazilian Amburana. Interesting. I don't know if Amburana was the move there. And then Knob Creek, how old is this? 9 years. And this is the old 120 proof. Now they have the cask strength, which is really cool. Oh wow, a lot of people love these too. Single barrel, 4-1, Warehouse K, 128 proof, $100, $100. $49.99, dude. You see this? This is the most Weller I've ever seen in my life, to be honest with you. That is so much. Buffalo Trace, Weller, Jack Daniel's single barrel pick. Awesome. And then you got the really cool stuff behind the counter, huh?
Absolutely. And we have some great bundle deals going on.
Do you mind if I walk back?
Absolutely, you can come up here.
Thank you.
You can actually open up this Eagle Rare too.
Oh, well, I don't know if I want to touch that.
Yeah, you can open it up. I just can't reach it.
Is that the double?
Just pull it sideways. Go like this. It opens like a sliding glass door.
All right. I need to call my insurance company.
You're okay.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake? What are you wearing? Jake from State Farm?
Khakis.
Okay. I'm the one telling you to open it.
Whoa.
See the eagle down there? Now ours is the cheapest so far.
Which-
That's $4,000. There's other ones for like $4,800, some over $5,000, but we got the
Whoa.
least.
That
You can keep it open. You can keep it open.
it's got a light in it.
It has and
It's
eagle,
got an eagle on top
in the
and
bottom.
an eagle on the bottom of the bottle.
What in
That's
the
so
world?
cool.
That is wonderful. Wow. Wow. Oh, dude, look at this. The Hoverhawk from Found North. That's a rare bottle. I'm not going to lie to you. That's a rare one. You make it really difficult, you know?
Well, you know,
I got one spot left in my luggage. And
there's that spot right there for you. It's very rare, remember? You just said that.
I know.
That's another of the stories.
Yeah, it's like
If we need to come back.
Where do you live?
We live in Charleston.
Charleston, South Carolina. Yes, ma'am. Yep.
This is our first stop for the day, so we're
Yeah.
Really?
It's
That's
like
great.
we're hitting a few stops on the way to Woodford, and you know it's
So
like
we have our Calumet over here. And
okay.
then this farm, Calumet Farm, this actually is a replica of the actual farm that they auctioned off. It's the same colors, same everything.
And that's a decanter.
Yeah, but there's actual bourbon in there.
The tax stamp too, like right there on the sides. Wow. You're very impressive selection from this store. Very
There's
impressive.
just one out here as well.
And you know what? Even like bundles like this, that's not a terrible deal
No,
because
'cause-
these are impossible to find.
Well, this right here is a limited release,
Mm-hmm.
and so you get 2 bottles for this amount, but you don't have to have this particular run. You could have, like, say, that one. Or we have more over on the shelf, you know, this side over here.
Wow.
And then we have our Blanton and Thomas S. Moore.
This is the barrel strength bourbon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
okay.
This is an allocated bottle.
I'm not a huge fan of you. You're
So-
making this difficult.
So how do you access your YouTube channel? You just get on there and look
Yes.
like Bourbon Hunters?
Yes, ma'am. That's it. Just Bourbon Hunter, and it'll pop up. That's the this
If you
is
look
this is
for
the
the logo
logo.
on the shirt.
That's the
Okay.
logo.
That would be his logo.
Feel free to check it out. Yes, ma'am. I mean, I don't know what President's Choice goes for on secondary, but
That's pretty close to it.
that's $5.99 right there. That
We
is.
saw them bottling that yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
really
wonderful.
cool.
It was so cool. And
Well,
I
that
just.
one comes, this one right here also, a birthday bourbon.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's the 96 proof one. So that is from 2024. No, 2023. Yeah. So that's really cool. I have a friend that has that one, and it's really good.
And this right here, these are our store picks.
Okay.
This is store pick. We have several.
What do you know about this brand right here? This one looks
That is
interesting.
really good. A lot of people really like that.
How do you pronounce it?
Buckners.
Buckner's. Okay. 15-year for $300.
And that is a good price. We just lowered the price on that.
Really? 121 proof. 15-year-old bourbon, though. I mean, that's impressive. And it's called the Augusta Distillery in Kentucky. Is there a Augusta, Kentucky? Is that like a town?
No, I think it's probably down in Bardstown.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Distilled, aged in Bardstown. Yep. Bottled by the Augusta Distillery. So, sourcing from Bardstown. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I have to really think about this one. Because that's something I don't think I'll see again. Yeah. What did I say before we left the hotel? I said I'm not going to buy anything today. I was like,
Well, you didn't come to this store.
no doubt. Even the highly allocated BTAC bottles are not full tilt what I've seen. I've seen these marked at thousands of dollars, you know, and it's like that's never gonna sell. You know, I think somebody with
You
the right
really tries to
mindset
keep
might
it fair.
come in and grab that. That's awesome. And this, I got to try this at the Evan Williams Distillery at the Bourbon Experience. Yeah, that's a good bottle. This has their 23-year blended into it. That Blue Label bottle, that's got that blended into it. What an impressive selection. Wow. I'm going to think about that. We're going to hit a few stops, and then when do y'all close?
Today we close. What day is this today?
Saturday.
Midnight.
Midnight, perfect. Okay, we won't be anywhere close to that, so wonderful. I hope that's still here if I change my mind, and
right.
thank you again. Thank you so much.
Hey, well, super.
Yes,
Great,
ma'am.
thank you.
Stop number 2, Kroger Wine and Spirits. Now, I was on Reddit earlier looking for some advice because I don't have a local tour guide or anything. They said Kroger actually may have a lot more bourbon drops, kind of secretive, than the normal places would. So let's go inside and see what we got. Do you see this? They're all signed. I assume that's maybe the master distiller or somebody. You know who signed these? A distiller. Awesome. Chris's pick. It's good? You drink bourbon? You drink bourbon? You like this one? Not bad at all. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Wow. Okay. They got all these. Look, that's the cheapest I've ever seen a High West cask collection. $57.99? That is incredibly cheap. Wow. Oh, what is this RD1 right here? Blackout Racing Stable. 119 proof. Private Select. Weird. I've never seen an RD1 with this shape of a bottle. Bottled by RD1. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Bluegrass Distillers. High rye bourbon. 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malts barrel, 90 proof, $42.99, aged for at least 2 years. They make it themselves though. Good for them, I guess. I'd probably lower that price a little bit. Let's see what else we got here. Honey rye. Blackback. Honey. Is it infused? It is infused, yeah. And it's a liqueur. Interesting. All right. Let's go see what else they got. Let's go see the bourbon aisle. Let's go check that out. That's a lot of makers, dude. Is there any dunks? You see any dunks? We gotta look for a dunk. That's not considered a dunk.
No.
No, it's gotta touch the label.
All right.
It's gotta touch the label.
I don't see any dunks.
I don't see any. We're still looking for a half gallon that's dunked. That's what I want. That would be so cool. Any over here? No. Here is the bourbon section. $46.99 for the Evan Williams single barrel. These are almost always 9 years or so. This one is 8. Not too bad, not too bad. What else we got here? Not the biggest selection. The other store had a much bigger selection, but this is a grocery store slash, that's a good price. You see this price? $65.99. Probably one of the best 12-year bottles for that price you can get anywhere. Knob Creek. Love that. Love that. Let's see. Maybe they have the new Elijah Craig. Maybe. That would be cool. So I don't know if y'all heard, but the Elijah Craig B525 has the highest age statement out of any since C923. And we all know how C923 was. That was a very, very busy bottle. That bottle was getting scooped up off shelves like nobody's business. It probably still goes for $200 on secondary just because it was that high age statement, high proof. It's not as high proof. It is a high age statement. I think it's like 11 years, 5 months or something around there, but it's like 125 proof. So I think that's still going to be kind of a busy bottle. I think a lot of people are going to be hunting that. So be on the lookout for the Elijah Craig B525. I don't see any Buffalo Trace at all. Normally these stores like Eagle Rare, Buffalo Trace, which we hadn't seen any Eagle Rare really.
Except for that very rare one that you just opened for.
Yeah, maybe there was one that I missed, but.
Oh, would you look at that? It is right there. Oh my God.
Typically, you'd expect with us being so close, have a good bit of that kind of stuff, especially with a large wholesaler like this. Honestly, dude, this doesn't have to be in a glass case. I'm just being honest. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Kroger Wine and Spirits. Let's go to the next store. Man, oh man. That's a barn, and it's full of liquor. That's a huge store. Let's go inside and see what they got. We got one more stop after this. That might have some stuff. Let's go inside. We got the green light from the manager. She says she doesn't care. Perfect. So look at this, man. So from all the way down there to all the way here, we have the entire bourbon selection. Here, I mean, this is the new Keepers release. Check that out. $85. Incredible bottle from what I've heard. I've yet to pick one up, but they are readily available, as you see. Looking for a slam dunk here. Still don't see any. It's these big superstores that go through so much Maker's Mark so frequently that you may be able to find one. What is this flatboat? Kentucky single barrel, distilled and bottled, barrel aged, 100 proof, and then a full proof. Interesting.
I'm looking at this.
Every bottle, once a kind aging, bottled by Founders Company, so not distilled by. Interesting. Anybody know anything about flatboat? If you had that one or that one, the price point's not too bad, so might be worthwhile. Let's see what else we got here. Fellow bourbon hunter here, just doing his rounds probably. Interesting selection from New Riff. If you've never had the 8-year bourbon, 100 proof. This is a very, very good bottle. I love it. And I typically say about $10 for every 1 year aged, $72. That's not too bad. Sour mash single malt seems really interesting. The sour mash is actually what happens when they use part of the mash to start the process of mashing the next batch. So sour mash is like a continuation of that. And never seen somebody do that with a single malt, or at least I'm not familiar with it. Never tried this, but that might be a good one to pick up as well. $71, kind of pricey, but single malts are an interesting breed, aged at least 7 years. So that's right on the money, actually. Right on the money. Little Starlight action. Yeah. So what did he just pick up? He just grabbed the bourbon finished in honey barrels, 114 proof. And that is a selected by Liquor Barn. So that's a single barrel. Easies too. He sat there, looked at it, said, "This is what I want," and grabbed it. And they got a limited edition straight bourbon cigar batch. That's really cool. Takashi barrels. Here's what I found. Siri, I hate you.
Siri, if I had the chance to shoot you twice, I would, and I would save every other person in the room.
Okay, I added shoot you twice for when you get in the car.
What?
Freaking Starlight. I'm thrown off now. Special Operation Salute D-Day, 80th anniversary. Operation Overlord. That's 5 year, $100. Who makes it though? Let's see. Produced and bottled, Heritage Distilling Company, so not particularly distilled. Interesting, very interesting. Cool label. I love supporting the veterans and law enforcement and everybody, but interesting price point for that one. Coal Pick Distillery, single barrel. Coal Pick Distillery. Let's hope they make their own stuff. Wheated bourbon, Kentucky straight, pot distilled. It says aged, so that throws me off a little bit. Aged and bottled. Is it distilled by them? Pot, distilled, aged, and bottled by Coal Pick. I think they still don't make it.
And I'm sincerely wrong. Not gonna lie. I like to look into these things after I'm in the store. Sure enough, it says right there on the website that they make it. It says that it is a triple column kind of pot still with some column stills. Interesting setup. Looks like a warehouse / rick house. Don't know anything about them, but maybe worth checking out.
I don't think that's theirs. And that's a single barrel in the wheated. This is a very small batch of the bourbon wheated. And still, same answer. So, not sure if they make it. Sounds like they may not. Town Branch Overproof 4 barrel, 104 proof. And Town Branch is not my favorite. Town Branch, man. I can't get behind it. These are not, they're very floral bourbons. If you like floral notes in your bourbon, Town Branch is for you. Not for me, though. Not for me. Interesting. Okay. They got quite a bit of stuff here. I mean, it is a barn full of liquor, right? Does this look like a familiar shape of a bottle to you? Oh, shout out Driftless Glen getting some representation here in Kentucky. I wonder how much rye they actually moved through, you know? Same packaging company.
Company.
Yeah, same packaging company. So who makes this? Reclaimed and Recharred Release. Bottled by Bluegrass Distillers in Lexington. Distilled in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Interesting. Rye whiskey finished in rum. I cannot pronounce that word. Sauternes? Sauternes cask. Sound it out like preschool. Toast French oak. And a recharred oak barrel. Interesting. And then there's your very similar packaging to one of the best available double oaks on the market. Love me some Old Forester 1910. Very good. Blueprint straight bourbon. Is this from Blue Note? It has to be, right? That's cool. I've never seen this before. They typically do, Blue Note does their very special releases in these like elongated bottles. But I'm not sure if that's Blue Note or not. It looks identical to their color and label, so maybe it is. And then what else do we have here? There's so much. So much stuff to look at, man. So much stuff. Dark Arts. I got to try a single barrel store pick of some Dark Arts at a store downtown Louisville, and not a huge fan of it for the price point. It just didn't settle in for me. I think it was like $130 for their single barrel. Now the packaging's incredible. Look at this nice glass topper. It's even got the logo on it. And yeah, packaging, killing it. 10 out of 10. Aside from that, I'm having a hard time justifying that single barrel price for what it tasted like to me, actually. What is this? Okay, so that 13 colony, I was wondering if that was the cash strength or not. Cool. Well, yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. It's hard to even look down on the bottom shelf, too, because there's a lot of brands I don't recognize. We'd be here all day grabbing bottles, flipping them, and looking at the backs. Hey, did you ever know that they sell bourbon that is not ready to drink? Well, now you know this one is ready to drink. American Straight Single Bourbon, distilled with discipline. Distilled by Middle West Spirits. Shout out Middle West, doing big things. They distill, this side up to store, to pour this side up. Blah, blah, blah. I like Middle West, man. They do a lot of stuff, and they contract distill for a lot of companies. It's crazy. They won't even tell people how many places they contract distill for. They are like the MGP, like on the come up. They do great things. So this is their single barrel end cap right here. You got Peerless Russells. This is probably it's an 8-year. That's a bummer. For $100. Single barrel bourbon, Last Dance. Interesting. Old Route. Not very familiar with them, but that is the Augusta distillery we saw earlier. Lawrenceburg Bourbon Company, high wheat rye whiskey. That's a dark color. Liquor Barn store pick. What is 7 years? Okay, interesting. And then kind of your typical run-of-the-mill store picks. Oh, now we're talking. What did we find? Yeah, this is cool. So this is kind of what we were talking about, some extra area where they probably keep some nicer things. A lot of people have some pride with Buzzard's Roost, apparently. I mean, they get their own little section everywhere I go. That's crazy. Buzzard's Roost, man. Buzzard's Roost. There's still nothing that's jumping out at me, or maybe I hadn't seen it yet. Limestone Farm Select. Yeah. Brush Creek Railroad Rye. That's interesting.
You can get lead off from up the trees.
Yeah. You sure can. What is this 15 stars brand? Why is it in a lockbox? So Vino Naranja, single barrel, $130. Sherry finish, 15 stars, 10-year-old, 180 triple cask cognac, port, and rum. That's probably similar to a cigar finish. That has no age statement for $180. And then minimum of 8 years here for $100. Kentucky Stars. Anybody had this brand before? Because that's quite the price tag for something I've never had. All right, so this is actually a really impressive selection. I wonder what they do with their allocated stuff up front. We're gonna go poke our head into this really impressive bottle that they have, and then we're gonna go to our last stop for the day, and then we're gonna go tour Woodford for fun. So awesome. See you there. Yeah, so you got the Double Eagle Very Rare for $3,499, and you also have the OFC, which is a relatively rare bottle to find around here, for $3,000, and then the Weller Millennium. Now, how much is that bottle? $8,000. Wow, that is awesome. That is so cool. It's cool to see those bottles in person, you know, especially Weller Millennium. I mean, that is a impressive packaging. Looks like it came straight out of the future. $7,999.98. So $8,000. That's awesome. Cool. Well, thank you so much for letting us do our thing. All right, guys, last stop for the day. We are here in Frankfurt now, and there's a car in the middle of the road. So you always know that a liquor store on the last stop in Frankfort, Kentucky is always going to be the best when they sell pew-pews next door. So let's go inside, let's go check it out and see what they have. We also just ran into 3 really nice young guys that are fans of the channel. They already went in here. They didn't walk out with anything. Let's see what we have for us.
So these are some bourbon over here.
Okay.
The prices.
All right.
That's a double digger right here.
Oh, wow.
The OFC.
Okay.
So
wow.
You can do your thing, whatever you want.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So you got Little Book. Let's see. Michter's limited release right there. $1.99. Blanton's Gold, plenty of those. A little overpriced. Number T. Lee, $300. That's a ridiculous statement. What else we got here? Foolproof, $17.92. Interesting. And of course the OFC and the double very rare. Wow. What else do they have here? Oh, this is the first time we've seen some of this sitting around. There you go, $27.99. It's just down the road, so not surprising there. Anything that's kind of jumping out at me. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm confused. I'm just confused on the beach toys. Just confused. Okay, here's some more stuff right here. Old Barstown. So like a lot of stuff that we've been seeing. Did RD1 change their label on everything? Did they change their packaging completely maybe? French oak. Because they were oblong, like square looking bottles. And now these two, I think they changed it. That's interesting. Huh. Oh, dude, look at this. Yellow lemon and blue clarange. I just butchered those pronunciations. So you got New Riff, yellow lemon, and blue clarage. Clarage.
Like garage, but clarage.
Okay, sorry.
Maybe I could be wrong.
$70 though, not bad. Not bad for those. Those are
Clarage.
relatively rare. Oh, dude, look at those. $4.49 for 25-year red oak. That's my dad's favorite bottle. He has one. It's about half empty. And then a 24-year for $3.99. Oh. I may have to call him because I've never seen one in person other than one other place, and they had it for years. I bet that bottle's been there for a while. Hey, maybe we can do some negotiating. Let me buy both. Let me buy
24 and 25 year?
Yeah, I need the $3.99 and 449. So literally one is $450 and the other is $400. Give them both to me for $750 total. That's $100, right?
Yeah.
That's $100 off if I take both. With a combined age statement of 49 years. Okay, I'm gonna think about that. I do have to call him though. Watch him not answer. I'm trying to do him a favor. Well, I'm gonna spend his money. Don't know if I'm doing a favor.
Hello, I'm unable to come to the phone right now.
All right. Now we wait for him to call me back. Because he's gonna be pissed if I leave and I don't get an answer. So I'm just gonna wait.
All different liquor over here.
Interesting. Because those are nice bottles.
Because the guys who come from Texas,
They came from Texas.
and they got a bit of those out there. Not these, but there's something else instead of that.
Okay. Now, let's say I wanted to buy both of them. Would you give me some wiggle room on that price?
Sure, I have two tags, boss. Let me see what he did.
Yeah, let me see if I buy both, what would he do? And I can go get cash too.
No problem, sir.
That'd be $750. $750 cash. Let me make a phone call.
Sure.
Let me make a phone call.
No
I
problem,
might swing that.
If you can do something else, we'll talk on the register.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
right. Art of the deal. I gotta have my dad answer the phone. I'm not gonna spend $750 of his dollars and just be like, hey, you owe me. You know. Hey, Dad. All right, so got a question for you. Check your text message.
Oh.
Yeah. So I found your favorite bottle.
Woo, yeah, look at that. How
So
do they still...
he said that they got them from Texas. They were like maybe sitting in a warehouse down there or something. Like they just got them in. Either that or somebody's been stashing them. Either way, I talked to him. He would do $50 off each or $750 for both, no tax. Trying to finagle a deal. Would you want one or the other or both? I'm just asking.
You know what, son? I think I want both.
And
are you gonna be able to bring it back? Or
Yeah.
will they ship it?
Yeah, I got they won't ship it, but I got an extra suitcase that I'm putting all my other stuff in, and I got a bunch of bubble wrap and stuff. So I'll be flying back tomorrow. I land in Charleston at 9:30 in the morning. I can put them at the house.
Well, I'm not worried about when I get them. I just want to make sure that you're not trying to overpack too much alcohol.
No. So actually, I have 2 spaces left. Really, the last 2 spaces I have, and if I get those for you, then perfect. And I've packed. I got too much anyway, so I'm good on not buying anything else for the day.
Yeah, I'll take both of those. I'll Venmo you. $750 if that's what it is, or if you work a better deal. But I'll go ahead and Venmo you whatever you need me to Venmo you.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Well, I'll get them for you.
I'll go ahead and Venmo you $750, and if you can work any better deal, great.
All right, wonderful.
All right, thank you, son.
Yes, sir. Love you. All right. That's crazy. Dude, this thing. Ding, 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 ding. I'll give you an extra $50 if you unplug it. $700 cash.
I can try that too.
Right now, ATM, withdraw, cash money, we're out of here.
Well, just give me 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'll give you the answer.
All right.
Thank you.
You work here a lot? You've been here for a while, or?
I don't work here. I just come here.
Oh, you're just hanging out.
Just to hang out, yeah.
This is the guy to talk to then. He's got no stake in the game at all. He's like, whatever.
Well, I just texted him, so.
Cool. Yeah. Is that a flip phone?
Yes, sir.
Oh, dude, that's sick. Does it work pretty well?
If you're not using it too much, yes.
Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean too much? Like?
You drop it one time, it's done.
Oh, really?
The hinge on the side, it breaks really quick.
No way.
These things.
See, I drop my phone all the time. I couldn't make that work. I would.
Okay, deal.
Deal? You're the man. All right.
I will get you the bottles.
All right. Thank you. Well, we struck a deal, and big shout out to everybody, guys. I can't thank you enough. The only reason I'm here in Kentucky is to do an Old Forester barrel pick for you. So thank you for your continued support. I was able to pick up these 2 beautiful bottles, 24-year and 25-year-old Rhetoric, which they don't make anymore. 49 years combined of liquor in my hands. That's so incredible. Big shout out to Is Bourbon Night. They were actually the first channel I saw come into the store from a few months ago. I watched their video and I saw these on the shelf and I was like, no way, these are still gonna be there. Negotiated a good price with these guys, at least from what I felt like a good price for my dad. And I'm really humbled. I really appreciate everybody's support. There's so much going on and so many great things coming up for the channel, so I appreciate each and every one of y'all watching. Check out the Patreon if you want to help support trips like this. Check out the Discord, join, and check out what we got going on, guys. Until next time, Bourbon Hunter, out.